I don't know what's going on up there. All right. Up there. All right. Let's see where we at. All right, how we doing out there, people? Happy Friday. I feel good. How you guys doing? Oh, let me move my mascot. Where we at with it? There we go. All right, boom. Really appreciate the shot. Hey, listen, you guys, you earned it. You deserve it, right? Give people their flowers while they can smell them. That's the thing I'm on. So, move it over here. All right. So, camera's over here. So, like I said, how we doing? How was your week? Like, I want to see how you guys are doing. I feel good. I just finished up doing my first stream in a while on Instagram, and I want to get right over here. So it's been a busy week, but it's been an eventful week. Trying to bring some positive energy to it. Like I said, it's championship time, so let's talk about it. So last week I talked about, the unfortunate passing of Chadwick Boseman and how that affected me personally, and how, although I understood why he may have wanted to keep things private, how I personally didn't quite agree with the stance of, having to suffer in silence, especially dealing with something like that. And it just kind of made me reinforce and double up on what I want to do since I've been back. For those of you who aren't familiar with the situation, with either situation, Chadwick Boseman, the actor, passed away last week from stage 4 colon cancer, and basically knew about it for like the last 4+ years and didn't complain, didn't say anything about it, didn't tell any of his peers, and just kept it very private. And as far as me, I stepped away. Well, I tried to step away, except for honoring a couple commitments, and now I'm kind of back with a vengeance to achieve certain goals. But how hearing about him passing away affected me was, again, I don't feel like people should have to suffer in silence, especially in this field. Like, right, we do so much to be the best version of ourselves, and on here, whether it's on Twitter or on social media or in our profession, we do so much to be, whether you want to be elite or you want to be an expert or whatever. And in doing so, you bury a lot of things. And that's where the depression and the imposter syndrome and all that kicks in. And to be honest with you, ever since I've been more vocal about my issues with imposter syndrome, it's been refreshing to see other people speak up and say, nah, we all go through it. It makes you feel like you're not alone, which goes back to the fact that no one should have to suffer alone. So, and seeing that and in doing that, it made me want to double up on my efforts to try to help people get in here and get situated and get started in this field, or grow their career. And I've just been busy. But I've never been this happy being busy. It's crazy. Like, most people like, they work for a vacation, and I do too. And I still make sure I'd make time for myself and make time for my family. But it's definitely been different so far this time around. Like I said, I try to tune out as much of the negativity as possible. I try to speak up for those who I feel not deserve, or who I feel should be spoken up for or defended. Right is right and wrong is wrong, no matter who you are. So, you got to be the change that you want to see. And like I said, in doing that, I've been doubling up on, like I said, my efforts, whether it's through my own coaching and mentoring that I do outside of this, or showing up on other platforms. So, like I said, it definitely it's definitely been busy. Like I said, if you guys have been following me, I think I've done 4 or 5 different shows or podcasts or talks or panels, and I have a couple more lined up. But it's really more of just trying to get another voice out there, because I can't say that I want more people who look like me to be in this field if I'm not in it. It defeats the purpose, right? And there might be another little black boy or a little black girl, another person of color or whatever, who might resonate with something that I say or do. And if I'm not there, I can't be that person. I can't be that inspiration to whoever that person may be. So, I've just kind of gotten to the point where, there's a lot of toxic bullshit in this field. There's a lot of negativity going on in this field, outside of this field, in the world in general. And I'm not going to lie and not say that it doesn't get to me. And I'm not going to lie and say that it's never going to get to me again. But I'm trying to get to a point where every time I see something and where it does affect me, it makes me want to go that much harder. And that's where championship time comes in, because usually, like I said, if you equate what's going on to, a game or a sport, end of third quarter, end of third quarter into the fourth quarter is when the greats take over, right? Whatever sport you choose. So whether it's football, basketball, whatever, all the greats usually step up end of third quarter to bring the momentum into the fourth quarter to take over the fourth quarter. And that's what I'm trying to do. And that's what I'm trying to motivate others to do. Like I said, 2020's kicked my ass. So it's time to turn around and punch it back in the damn face. So that's what I'm doing. So anyway, I don't want to keep talking about me. How many people we got on right now? Let's see what's going on in the comments. Thanks for being who you are. I appreciate it. Listen, I can only be me, right? I can only be who I am. I told myself a long time ago that I'm not going to change who I am or compromise my integrity for nothing. Dollar amount, anybody, partner, whoever. So what you get is what you get. And if you don't like it, I'm not holding you hostage. No one's holding you hostage. And like I said, it turns off a lot of people. Some of the messages and some of the emails I get from my YouTube videos, about they didn't come here, I didn't come here to hear you complain about black stuff and blah, blah, blah. I'm a black man. So yeah, I'm going to rant about it, and damn it, it's my platform. So I own it. So I'm not doing anything that's against the rules. So if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe, you can log off or whatever. But like I said, for every one person who may not agree with it or who doesn't like it, I'm pretty sure there's someone who understands it, and that's who that's for. It's a blessing to hear. I remember when you shared with us that things are rough. Yes. I wouldn't say it's a complete 180, but like I said, I'm getting there. Like I said, I'm a work in progress. And like I said, the great thing about it is the more I know we've all seen the stuff on Twitter where people have been saying they'd rather make $1,000 for themselves than make $10,000 for a job. And I'm not trying to equate this to money, but the more I do independently for myself that's helping others, the better I feel. Derek Scheller, I just did his podcast. If you guys haven't subscribed to that, Cyber Warrior Studios on YouTube, the Security Happy Hour, I believe is SCS_Pittsburgh on Twitter. Like I said, I did his show last week with Shannon Morse, Snubs. Like I said, my new friend. And he talked about how, he feels good when he helps other people. And I feel the same way. And I said, the more I do that, like I said, and I do that for myself under Alpha Cybersecurity or as Davin Jackson, it makes me feel great. I logged off today and I felt great going into the weekend. Like I said, it's been busy. Like I've been working a lot of crazy hours. Like I was still working full time and doing stuff because I don't make enough money to venture out on my own yet. But I'm happy, or at least I'm happier than what I was. So, like I said, enough about me. Is there anything else anybody got? Nope. Negative. Okay. If you guys have been following me, I think I posted, I think I'm up to like 7 different lists now of the Follow Friday group. Follow all of those people. Whether they have a big following or a small following, they're doing great things. And they deserve a look. Like seriously, everything that they're doing has been inspirational in one way or another. So, make sure you do that. Like I said, we're going into the fourth quarter. Like 2020 has been rough, and it doesn't look like it's going to get any easier anytime soon. So I just hope everybody remains positive, remains strong, help one another, respect one another, love one another, regardless of your views. Like, I may not agree with how some people see things, and some people won't agree with how I see things, but it doesn't need to get to a place where violence erupts. Like I said, I'm I shouldn't say that. Yeah. So like I said, thanks for the support when I was down. Thanks for the continued support while I'm up. Thanks for the support when I'm in somewhere in between. I will, like I said, I'm gonna try to do the same that I, to all of you. Like I said, be the change you want to see in the world. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my blog and the upcoming podcast. Once that comes out, I will let you guys all know. Subscribe to the newsletter. That'll be up. I have a Patreon coming. Like I'm doing a lot of stuff in between these things, in between working and in between, doing interviews and speaking on other stuff. So like I said, we're going to get it right, and we're going to do it the right way. Like I said, I stopped doing the mentoring and coaching stuff for a little while just because it got to be a little bit too much. But full transparency, if you have any questions for me, I will be glad to help you. If it's like answering a question or if you're stuck with something, I will always be able to help where I can. However, if you want to sit down and come up with a plan like on certification path, or studying strategies or coaching type things, that is a service. So there will be a charge for that. Again, I'm just being fair. Like I said, I can answer questions all day, but when it gets to be a little bit more like coaching, your time is your most valuable asset. Let's see what we got. Carnell White on YouTube. UK love, you're an inspiration. I'm working hard to get into the security sector. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love and support. I hope you subscribe. There will be more. Where that came from. And again, just thank you. So let's see. Anybody else? We got. I think we're good on the Q&A stuff. If anybody has anything for me, I don't want to take too much time. I know it's Friday. I just wanted to jump on because, like I said, I felt good. I wanted to share with you guys. I know the last few live streams were kind of, I wouldn't say negative, but they were a little somber. But like I said, it comes with the territory, and that's what this is. That's what this is about. This field isn't all popping shells and getting praise and getting CVEs. There's a lot of stuff that comes along with the territory that makes it a difficult thing. That's why it pays so well, and that's why it should pay so well, and that's why you should always command and demand top dollar, because you should know your worth. Why does it seem CISSP is entry level to get into the field these days? It's not. It's not. The CISSP, hell, you can't get the full CISSP certification without having 5 years of experience. So you have to have 5 years of relatable experience. It can't just be 5 years of tech experience. You have to find someone to sponsor you that can basically vouch for those 5 years of experience that you need to get the full CISSP. Other than, if you don't, then you get what's like the associate CISSP. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to bust my ass and do all that studying for an associate's certification. I just think it's the company's unrealistic expectations, where they're just throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. If you actually sit down with some of these people, these hiring managers or some of these HR people, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. So they just look at it and say, "Oh, what are the best certifications to have that for the most suitable candidate?" And they see CISSP, or they see PMP, or they see OSCP, OSCE, and some of them are necessary for the job, but for entry level, like that's why anytime it gets popped up, it pops up on my job thing, I'm like, you can't ask for someone with a CISSP for an entry level position, or you can't ask someone to have a CISSP and then tell them you're going to pay them $40,000-$50,000. Like that's ridiculous. So if you see that, you can still apply. I would say apply. I would still say apply and just see what they say. They're really just throwing a bunch of certifications out there that they Googled as must-haves, or they looked at the market and said, "Oh, well, CISSP is in the top 20, so let's just throw all of the top 20 certifications on there." Like it's unrealistic. Keep jumping on it, just fine. Oh, well, like I said, I'll be on here a lot more often. Like I said, I need to get a regular schedule, but like I said, between doing that and doing other interviews and other platforms for other folks and reaching out to their audience, I do have my own stuff I'm working on. So I will try to do it at least once a week. That's my promise. So I'll twice if possible, but I'll try to do it at least once a week. With the podcast, I might stagger them, so I'll probably do 1 week. I'll do 1 week video, and then maybe the following week a podcast, and then the next week. So I haven't quite figured out how I want to do that yet, but You'll get enough of me, or you'll get sick of me. So, okay, anybody else got anything? Like I said, I feel good. There's a couple things I could rant about, but I don't want to, because like I said, I'm trying to just keep it positive this week. I'm trying to keep it, like I said, I feel great. I'm just happy to kind of be where I'm at right now. So, like I said, I could go off about a couple things, but who really wants to hear all of that? Execute at will. How are you doing? I see that you're on here. I hope you're still on here. So like I said, so I talked about doing the podcast. I talked about being on here maybe once a week. Follow me on YouTube. So that's youtube.com/C/Alpha Cybersecurity. I'm doing a lot of videos, basically starting from the ground up of building your pen testing lab, building Kali Linux. We're going to go through some CTFs. We're going to talk about the different phases of a pen test. We're going to talk about report writing. We're going to go through the whole thing. I want to kind of share all of it. And like I said, you're also going to get these conversations, and you're also going to get the rants. You're going to get the good days, and you're going to get the bad, because like I said, this field isn't just popping shells and CVEs and getting lots of praise. It's having the bad days. It's dealing with some of the toxic stuff you see on here on Twitter. It's dealing with a lot of the issues in the gatekeeping. So we're going to talk about all of it. So again, this is my disclaimer. It's not just going to be all, fun and games. We're going to talk about everything, because I feel like if you're going to get into this field and you're going to dedicate a good portion of your life and a good portion of your career to becoming good at it, then you should know everything there is to know. And I can go to sleep at night knowing that, I didn't lie to you. So spread the knowledge, here for the support. Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, when I decided I wanted to come back, that was definitely something that I said I was going to double down on. Like I said, I can't call for change if I'm not going to be the one to actually, walk the walk behind it. So like I said, so definitely going to spread as much knowledge as I can. I'm not Google. I don't know all the answers. I still consider myself to be a noob, even with, I don't know, going on year 14 or 15. I don't know. I lost count. But I don't claim to be an expert. I will never claim to be an expert, because I don't think there are anything. I don't think experts in InfoSec are real. I just think that's something that they tell themselves to make themselves feel good. You do have some people who are more knowledgeable than others, but is to claim to be an expert or guru, you can kick rocks with that shit. So you can be really good at something, doesn't make you an expert, especially with how things are changing. You can't know everything there is to know in cybersecurity. And that's just my take on it. So I don't want to stay on here too long. I know it's Friday. It's the weekend. Boston and Toronto got the game 7. I think that's tonight. I got family in town, so I'm going to spend some time with them. And I got some other things that I'm cooking up. So I got to get back to it if I want to make sure all this stuff is out in time to serve to the masses. So you guys be safe out there. Like I said, it's championship time. So I hope whatever it is you're doing, I hope you continue to be great at it. I hope you succeed. If you have any questions, reach out to me or reach out to others. If I can't help you, maybe I could point you in the direction who can. But support one another, love one another, respect one another. And I'm out. You guys take care. Oh, hold on. Here we go.